of Nigeria and soccer. So he's created a job for himself. So that's what we're talking about.
Wow.
All right. Let's get started. Welcome to tonight's session. This night we are going to talk about project update reports. You know, we are going to start the project very soon. You should be able to know how to write update reports, weekly report, monthly reports, whichever reports. You don't wait for 1 month before you start writing reports. As a matter of fact, as soon as the project starts, the stakeholders, they're expecting you to report to them every week. If you have a line manager, as a matter of fact, you should be reporting every week. If you are working within the agile environment, there's what we call daily stand-up, where everybody report what they are doing. It's part of the reporting. There are so many different types of reports, but as a project manager, we should be able to create a very decent report about what we are doing. Okay, so let's look at our lesson notes and expand it from there. So I'm sharing, but let's wait. It's not coming up here, but let's wait. It's gonna come up. Okay. Yeah. If you are not seeing my screen, then it means you are having a network glitch. So let's start from the scratch. What is project status report? Project status report is a regular summary of the progress, risk, and performance of the project. It communicates the project status to stakeholders, ensuring transparency and informed decision making. Yeah, the project is not your project. It belongs to the sponsors. These are the people who hire you to do this work.
I can't see this. No.
I said if you are not seeing the screen, it's not from my end. You should review your network. So, okay. How many of you are not seeing my screen?
Okay. That is network from Hinge.
I think it's from her network. We are seeing it.
Okay. Okay.
We are seeing it.
Okay. The purpose of the project status reports. Number one is transparency, to keep all stakeholders updated on progress. Number two, risk management, identifies issues and risk early to address them proactively. And decision making, provides data for informed decision making and accountability. Track project milestone deliverable against planned timelines. So this is the main purpose. And a very big reason is risk management. This helps. Please, somebody is not putting himself or herself on mute. Try to do the needful. When we have a good project status report, it will help us to capture risk early. It makes sure that the stakeholders are aware of all the risk. If they cannot say, how come this happened and I'm not aware, because we submit the report every week. You tell them about all the risk and you work with them to troubleshoot all the risk coming. So it's very, very key in risk management. So keeping stakeholders informed. As a matter of fact, the easiest way to make sure that your stakeholders are happy with you is to constantly understand when they need this project progress report, understand what they need and give it to them when they need it. You will not have problem with them. So key elements of a good project status report. Number one, we have project overview, which will contain the project's name, project manager, report date, and report period, and a very summarized executive summary, high-level summary of progress, key achievements and challenges. And number three, status indicators like schedule. Is it on track? Is it delayed or ahead of schedule? Budget. Is it within budget? Is it over budget? Is it under budget? Scope. Changes or deviation from the original scope. Is there any changes? Have you captured any change requests? Has it been implemented? So these are the status indicators. And then the progress update. You have to state all the completed milestones or deliverables. They need to know where you are in a very good report. They might be following you in some of the platform you are using, like if you are using something like monday.com or Asana or Basecamp or FleetCamp, your stakeholders can be added there so that they can have visibility of what is going on. But that is not a report. You must send them reports about what's going on. So if anything happens, they are going to judge you based on the report, official report you send to them. Okay. So under progress update, you capture completed milestones or deliverables, tasks in progress, and upcoming tasks or milestones need to be stated clearly. And then number 5 is risk and issues. Identify risk or issues and their impact on the project. You state the mitigation plans or corrective actions. It needs to be clearly stated. You know, somebody has just been there doing these things, and I marking the Raphael. You are not bigger than this platform, you know. I'll just boom. Not minding that I came late, I'll just remove you. So okay. Then we'll have risk. We'll talk about the risk and the issues. And we'll have resource allocation, updates on resource utilization and constraints. We must state how you utilize resources, and if there's any constraints, then you state it. And then next step, we have to state the next step. Outline plan activities for the next reporting period. If you are reporting on weekly basis, as you are reporting what happened within the week, as a matter of fact, well, it depends on, but as the rule of thumb, the best practice is that a project status report should come on Fridays for those who work Monday to Friday. If you are starting work on Monday till Friday, so at the end of the week, which is Friday, by midday, before 12 midday, you should have handed in your project progress report to your line manager for review. So that's what it should be. Send it by email. Well, it depends on how they want it. You can send them by email or whichever format they want to get their report. So, but this is the best practice, handing. So while handing it, you are reporting for the current week. Everything that happened within the week. Then you need to state your plan. You need to tell them what you are going to do the next coming week so that they have visualization of what you are doing. So that coming week, everything you say that you are going to do, you make sure you are reporting from what you have in your project plan. That is what you need to cover. So if you couldn't cover what you stated that you need to do, then when you will be reporting, you have to state challenges why you couldn't meet up with your plan. And if you have any supporting documents, you can attach them, like supporting documents such as charts, schedule, detailed data, you can attach them. So let's look at different types of project status reports. Here we have weekly status reports. It depends on the kind of people you are reporting. As a project manager, it's very good you report. If you are reporting to maybe program director or whoever is in charge of you and your team, most of the time I use weekly reports, you know. So provide frequent updates for agile or dynamic project, whether you are working, whichever environment you are working, is very good to do an update, weekly update is very, very key. If you are working with Agile have a status daily report called Daily Stand-Up, where everybody needs to come and it's a report. Talk about what they are doing, their challenges, what they plan to do. That is on Agile. But if you're working on other environment like Waterfall, weekly status report is good. Then you have monthly status report used for projects with longer timelines summarizing significant progress. You know, it depends, everything depends on the agreement, the kind of approach you want to use on that project. So, but I hardly see well, it depends on stakeholders who will wait for 1 month. It depends on the way you are reporting anyway. But we have monthly report for longer duration. Then we have exception reports. So this is issued only when there is a significant change or deviation from the plan. We call it exceptional circumstances. So there can be, you know, emergency reports or ad hoc meeting, or when there is a deviation, you know, can be a crisis, but it's an exceptional circumstances. And then we'll have dashboard report, visual representation of key metrics often used in tools like Microsoft Project or Power BI. There's another way to provide reporting. In so many of the projects I've worked on, like we're using Azure DevOps. Azure DevOps is like Jira, a software we use to manage agile project management. That's what we Azure DevOps is from Microsoft. So this software is integrated with Power BI. And this particular Power BI is within so many strategic places in the company. So everybody in the IT unit is seeing what you are doing. They are seeing your report. They are seeing your progress. It's visualized. You have a big TV, a very big TV that is like the size of a wall. And what we are reporting there is from Power BI, directly from the source, directly from our platform. It's just like, let's see, you connect this platform, let's see WhatsApp. You connect WhatsApp, you integrate WhatsApp to the Power BI. Everything we are doing, all the metrics, key achievement is reporting on the screen. So everybody is seeing it from the Power BI. So it's another way of reporting, a visual representation of key metrics. So, and as we are doing that, within the dashboard, they are seeing what the team is saving the company. All the integration we are doing, all the optimization, the amount of money we are saving is showing. How much whatever we are doing is showing. The amount of deliverable we completed within the week, within the month, within the 6 months, within the year is showing there. So you cannot see, everybody see what we are doing. You can't hide. So these are reporting, different types of report. The most common is weekly reports. So what are the steps to create a project status report? You follow this step. Once you follow this step, all of us here present, and even though they are not joined, as long as you watch this and follow this step, we should be able to create a good report of your project. Number one, collect data, gather data on progress, risk, issues, and financials. It's very easy to gather this data if we are doing what we are supposed to do. If you are having RAID meeting weekly, you should always have your risk handy to, put it in your reports. So if you are we have a lesson learned, we have a lot of meetings we should be doing. We have lesson learned meeting, we have a RAID meeting, we have a lot of things, or even our financial activities, everything. We have them. So once we are doing things we are supposed to be doing, we have all this information, we have them there. All we need to do is pick them where they are and add them. You don't need to go and start. So, but if you are not doing what you are supposed to do, if you are missing your deliverable, there are so many statutory meetings we should be having. It's not a must, you must have it, but as a professional, these are what makes you a professional. So once you have them, like this RAID meeting I said, you should be able to have all your risk issues. You see here we're talking about risk and issue. And this risk and the issue, we have them in RAID. We have them in RAID in one document. Just go there, pick them up. So number two, update key metrics. Update schedule, budget, scope, and resource status indicators. Summarize progress. Highlight key completed tasks, achievements, and milestones. And completed milestones. Then number four, document risk and issues. include details of challenges and mitigation plan. You pull this from your RAID log. We've done RAID log, and all of us here should be able to handle a RAID meeting. Who among us here does not know how to do a RAID log or can, you know, if you're in a RAID meeting? I hope all of us are good. Good. So Cynthia, well done for raising your hand. You are good to do that. So I know Cynthia is not the only one that knows how to do RAID here. Everybody should know how to do RAID. We have templates for that. So it's very easy to, if you understand it very well, and you guys told me you understood it very well. So then when you have captured your risk is very important in project. Managing risk is key. It's very important. Then provide the next step. Define upcoming activities and required decisions. You need to state what you plan to do the next week. Because, for instance, we are reporting on Friday, then they should give them insights of what is coming next week. And then review and share. Ensure accuracy and share reports with your stakeholders. And that is it, chicken out. And what are some of the tools we can use? It's just a simple document. It doesn't require, it's a very simple documentation. So we can use Microsoft Project, generate detailed Gantt charts and dashboard. Not only Microsoft, even Project Labor, you see there you can generate some reports. Smart Sheet, combine project management, collaborative. Smart Sheet is a software, but I don't use them, but it's a tool for managing projects as well. And you have Jira. If you are managing in Jira, Jira will always give you a report of the status where you are within your project at all times. So let's see if I've got Jira open. So this is Jira, and yeah, if I'm working on a project, if it's on, we don't have any ongoing projects here, but if you click on here, you will give you insights of what is going on. For instance, you click on here, you see Jira will give you a breakdown of what is going on within your current sprint. It's very insightful with chart and the rest of them. So yeah, so you can get that from Jira and other tools we are using. In Project Labor, you can equally get that. So can get it in Project Labor as well. So yeah. Okay, let's go back to our lesson notes. Then Power BI, I've said something about Power BI. Virtual dashboard insights. I said once you connect your Power BI with some of these applications, they can be reporting. You know, Power BI is mainly for visualization. And Excel, customized template for manual reporting. So you can customize the template for doing that. Can equally use main thing just to make your report comes very clean. You can use a slide as well. you can equally use a Word document. So you can use any of all these to do that. So then now we've seen the processes on how to put up a very decent report. Let's look at this example with our coming from our FoodTrackr expansion project. Okay. We know that FoodTrackr is very dear for us because we like good food. That's why we're always talking about good FoodTrackr. Okay. In this report, we see I didn't want to make it look so beautiful. The main thing is to capture sections and information within every section. But at times you see, I'll get a good template for our reporting, but in the meantime, if you have a need, you can just use this to report your project. Okay, section 1 is project overview. Here you can see the project name, FoodTrackr expansion, and the project manager is John Doe, and then the date is captured. Then executive summary. The expansion project is progressing well. Market research is completed, and the vendor onboarding has started. You are reporting a week's activity. You don't report everything that is going on from when the project starts. So it's weekly reports. You report what. So you see that here we just summarizing on market is completed, and you see they've just reporting on market research. We have so many, for instance, have so many activities lined up. So we are reporting on a particular deliverable or task or activity, which is market research. You see this completed and vendor onboarding has started. So now they have insight of what you've done and what is going on. So this is very good. Status indicator. Schedule means that we are on track. Scheduling, when we talk about schedule, we talk about timeline. Schedule, schedule is on track. We are not lagging behind. The budget is pending approval, and the scope, no changes. Okay. Progress update. Completed. We see this is what we completed here. Market research as we captured in the executive summary. In progress, vendor onboarding and upcoming logistics setup. So this shows us that next week we are starting logistics setup. And then we'll talk about the risk and issues. So under risk and issue, you have issue here, vendor delays in 2 states. In 2 states, we're having vendor delays, and mitigation is engage alternative vendors. Okay, and the resource allocation, all team members engaged. Additional logistics staff needed for delivery system setup. And The next step, finalize vendor contract and initiate marketing campaign. So this is a report, a very good report. Yeah, the only thing here is that we didn't design it with some dashboard, but this is a very comprehensive report on what is going on in your project within 1 week. So the best practice, keep it concise, focus on key points without overwhelming details. So some people reporting, you see them, they will capture every detail, even when somebody say, you don't do that. It's a report, like you see, like just very brief, let them know what's going on. If they need detail, they will tell you where they need detail and supply more information. So focus on key points without overwhelming details. Be transparent, highlight risks and challenges openly. This is very good. You have to, some people, when they are having issues or they are having risks or challenges in their project, they started hiding it because they don't want them to see you. Maybe you are not competent. You are killing yourself. What they want to see is the way you handle challenges. If you have issues or have challenges, bring it up. Let them talk about it. Don't hide it. It's the manner of approach, the strategy you are using to tackle your challenges is what matters. Project is all about managing risk. Okay, number 3, best practice, tailor to the audience. Adapt the report format and content to the stakeholders. Know the stakeholder you are reporting. Like I said earlier, understand the stakeholder and the way they want to get their report. When we do stakeholder analysis, we try to understand every stakeholder. Some stakeholders, they will want you to send them email. Some, you don't call them on phone, no matter what. So understand stakeholders and understand what they want and follow them. Don't use one format for every stakeholder. Some stakeholders like emailing a lot. Some want everything to be documented, printed in a black and white paper. So try to understand stakeholders and give them what they want, as long as it's within the organizational setting. Okay, number 4, use visuals. Charts and graphs makes complex data easier to understand. Like I told you, I already told you that this is a very good report, but it's not so visualized. There's no chart on this, on that. So it's good to have charts, more especially that's why at times we'll have to use Excel, not just because using Power BI here, or even if, using a Word document here, even if you are using Word documents, you can still create it in such a way that it will look so appealing, look visually appealing. So stay consistent, maintain a regular reporting schedule. Like I said, if what you guys adopted is Friday every week by 12 p.m., make sure that by 12 p.m. or not before 12 p.m. every Friday, you are submitting your weekly report. Don't submit a report on Thursday if you are meant to submit your report on Friday. You might submit your report on Thursday and it might be misplaced because They might not be expecting it, or they might be mistreated. But if they are expecting your report by 12 p.m. on Friday, as your report is dropping in, they are already working on your report because this is what they've been expecting. So try to be consistent. Okay. Benefits of project status reports: improve communication, keep stakeholders aligned with project goal, enhance risk management, early identification and resolution of challenges, progress tracking, ensure milestones are met on time and within budget, and informed decision making, provide stakeholders with actionable insights to take good decisions. So that is what we want you to know on this. So I want everybody to create a simple project status report on your boot camp. This is your boot camp. I want you in such a way that if whoever sponsored you to this boot camp is a serious project, you know. If it's your husband that is paid for you, prepare a report, send it to your husband for him to understand what is going on in your boot camp. If it's your wife that pays, if it's your father or your mother or whoever, why some people are laughing and say it's your wife that pays something? Can't your wife pay for your training? Yeah,
You
yeah.
pay for yourself.
Why are you guys laughing?
Some side chick paid.
Of course, my wife has to pay for my training. You
So
know.
what if you paid for yourself?
Huh?
What
If you paid for
Pay
yourself,
for yourself.
if you paid for yourself, then you write the report to yourself. You must write a report. It means you have to write a report. Write the report. Forget about where you are going. Submit the report to me. So what I'm
I borrowed the money.
the point you are making is that you need to write a report on this boot camp. You know,
What if you borrow the money?
it doesn't matter. Write a report. Even if you borrow from bank if bank is sponsoring some of your this thing, they will want to know how you are managing the project. It's only stupid bank will borrow you money for a project and they are not coming to monitor the project. If you borrow money for cassava plantation, bank will want to want to come and see that cassava plantation. True or false?
Not true.
So
Very
what are
true.
you? So what are you talking if you borrow the money? You know. So write a report on this boot camp and submit it. If you want to make it visually appealing, you know, it's good. If you want to use this simple reporting, it's still good, but I want to see how you capture a very good report. So, because very soon, as soon as we start, every team will be coming to give their reports. We'll have it. I have it with every team. They are coming up every week to give the project status reports. Every team, every group, you must come and give reports of what you guys are doing. So by the time everybody must have written this answer, you cannot say you don't know how to write a report. You know, in your team, I know some people in their team, they do it slot by slot. Some week, maybe they'll select 2 people to write a report and they present. So when you write, you must come, the group must come to do the presentation. You don't just submit, you submit and you come here and present your report. So that's it. And that's where we'll end it for tonight, for me to have time to respond to any query you have for me. Any question? Okay, we'll have a lot of people are raising their hands, like, our normal style now. Things have changed. If you are not on camera, you're on your own. I'm not talking to you if you are not. So that's it. So, Liz Dazi. Liz Dazi. Okay. I'll have Olawale Joseph Wisdom. Joseph.
Hello, Mr. Charles and fellow colleagues.
Yeah.
Sir, I discovered that the racing metrics that was uploaded on our site is currently not working. It's showing we are processing we are processing the video since you uploaded it, sir. Please help us to look into it so as to make it
the racing metrics video.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And it is indicating check back later.
Okay, maybe when I upload it, because what happened is that once you upload it, it's linked up with our course portal, so it's reporting from the main source, maybe. So, but I'll look at it.
And also the printout that what would I call it? Is it the pamphlet used? Is not attached to it. It's just the template.
Okay.
So please, that is noted too, so that we can have another copy, print it and use it to study further.
Okay. The racing metrics.
Yes, sir. The video.
Once I upload, I don't go back to watch because I have got a lot of. So that's why I'm always begging you people, make sure you keep the noise down, because you are the people that are going to watch this. But if that is captured, and it's going to be.
Thank you very much for that, sir.
Addressed. Okay, who next? Mustafa.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, Mustafa. How are you?
So I just I just need a clarification around this key element of status reports. That's project overview. What is the difference between report dates and reporting period?
Report date is the day you are reporting it, and the reporting period is the period duration. Like, for instance, we are reporting from Monday to Friday. That is the period you are reporting. And the reporting date is the date you are submitting your reports.
Okay. Then, sir, number 2 question is, can we use software like ClickUp?
ClickUp, if they have if you are working on ClickUp, then ClickUp should have where they can get metrics. You can use it depending on what your stakeholders want. But on the best practice, it's better to write a comprehensive this thing. Even if you are going to use software, information from software, it can just be to give you visualization, not to use it as for your reporting. Anyway, like I said, it depends on what your organization wants, because in my organization, I told you we use Power BI. Is that okay? Okay, we'll have Anike Meowa.
Hello,
Yeah.
good evening, everyone. Yeah, so thank you so much, Coach. With regards to the project tools that you mentioned, we can use for our visuals, the Jira and Microsoft. Okay, before now, I was told that Microsoft project is a paid tool. So, which other ones are free version where we can at least have hands experience on them?
Free versions of
The
well,
visuals tools.
well, let me state it clear. There's nothing like free version here. If you are working on a platform, most of the platform have metrics. You can get metrics based on what is going on from your platform. So if the platform you are using, that is where whatever reporting you are. If, for instance, if you are using Azure DevOps, if that's what your company is using, you are using it to manage the project, you cannot go and start using Jira for reporting. So whatever software you are using, try to check if that software have got a reporting dashboard. But the main thing here, what I taught you here, which is take home, is that template I provide, that small template. That is the report I want to forget about softwares. Just forget about software. Understand how to write a simple status report using a Word document. Is that okay?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Chika Harrison. Chika, you're not on camera, so see you tomorrow. I will have Adam Chibu Ikem Emmanuel.
Hello, good evening, sir.
We can't see you. So
We don't have light. Obvious is Nigerian factor.
okay, because you can, but at least we should be able to see the shape of your face. True or false?
I don't use touch, so I only use my phone.
Okay, carry on then.
Okay, sir. Thank you for at least being lenient with me. Okay, so my question is regarding the activity. The report, will it be based on this week activity or what we have been doing from inception?
You see, you are not following us because I clearly stated that even the question Mustafa asked clarifies that what you are reporting is based on what the duration you stated. If you are using monthly status reports, what you are going to report is based on the 1 month you've just completed. If you are using weekly status report, what you are reporting is 1 week activity. Because if you are reporting on weekly basis, there is no need of going to report for 2 weeks. because you already reported for the previous week. Why are you repeating what you reported? So is the duration you are reporting that you capture is 1 week. If it's, for instance, in agile environment where you are going to be using daily stand-up, you are using daily stand-up for reporting, your reporting is going to be for 1 day, what you did the previous day and what you plan to do that particular day and challenges you have within this 1 day. So that is how you do your report.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, you're welcome. We have Chinenye Rosie.
So this one actually made report tonight.
Good evening, sir.
A report for 1 week. So,
Okay, Chinenye, see you tomorrow. Chibuke, Philomena, Onyinye.
The Martin name with this. I need the money.
Sorry,
Okay.
indirectly you have answered my questions, but I just want better clarification.
Okay.
When you said that you should use manual reporting for this for capturing our report, but when you mentioned all those tools like Jira and the Project Jira, is it that you can actually get reports using those tools, or is that, are you trying to say that you can get your information as in your data from those apps, from those softwares, and use it to prepare your report?
Yes, ma'am. That is where you get information.
Okay.
Because that is where your schedule, where you do all your schedule. So it's based on your schedule, activities, what has been completed, what have not been completed in your project plan. That is where you talk about. So your report should be based from your project plan, what you've done, what you plan to do, where you are. So you are following a project life cycle. So reporting where you are at the moment. So,
Okay, so thank you so much.
You are welcome. So thank you, everyone. And like promise, I will have a look. I'll troubleshoot what's wrong with racing metrics to see if it's have anyone else witnessed the problem?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Yes,
I tried it now. It's saying in progress.
Okay, good. No problem. I will troubleshoot
Also,
it.
the note is not available, sir. The note is not available.
Okay.
Stanley, this one we are not seeing your face tonight. What happened?
Okay. All right. Like I said earlier, do not join two groups. Join one group. Just one group. That's what you are supposed to join. And so many of you don't listen. I've seen some people joining, like somebody called Oscar. Oscar is in Enugu group, and Oscar is equally in Southeast, causing confusion there. You know, so don't do that. If you are in a group, stay in your group. Don't think we are not monitoring what's going on. I monitor what's going on, more especially at the formation. The group, most of the groups are not matured yet. So I monitor it closely. I let the group go until when I see that the group is matured to stand on their 2 feet, you will see I'll not even check what is going on. And by that time the group is matured, I will lock it, making sure that nobody can come in to distract you or disturb you. So if you are joined to group, quietly leave the other group. If I find out myself again that you join two group, going there to cause confusion, I will suspend you for 1 month, and you cannot do anything about it. Okay, thank you guys, and see you soon.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
All right, sir.
Thanks.
Have a good night, rest of the house.
Good night, Mr.